Hi, welcome back to Meta Perfume. Today I'm going to do my entire Guerlain collection. I just finished up a series that was individual reviews of all my Guerlain fragrances, and I'll link those in the down bar. And I just wanted to do kind of a summary video to wrap this up. And I'm not going to go into... Sorry, my dog is crying. 1 second. You want to come over? You want to come over? Come here. Come here. Come here. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Sorry about that. Yes, so I'm not going to go into the notes much because I did that already, and you can look at each one of these individually. I'm just going to kind of talk about them briefly. Hopefully it's not a very long video. But yeah, let's just get started. So, what order to go in? I guess I'll go from the one that I've had the longest to the newest ones, I guess. Okay. So first one I got was the Mon Guerlain, which is the newer, very popular fragrance that Angelina Jolie was the face of. And it's a sweet, like vanilla, lavender, tonka, coumarin fragrance that's very feminine, very kind of warm and inviting, but interesting because of the lavender, so it's a little unique. This is probably the most, to me, this is the most sweet of all of the Guerlains that I have, and probably one of the most feminine too, yeah, for sure. I think it's good for warm weather. It's tasty. It's like slightly gourmand. Yeah. So that is Mon Guerlain by Guerlain, and that is the, I believe, the EDP. Yeah. Mon Guerlain. And then I bought the Ideal. The Ideal fragrance is a floral, heavy floral, with primarily lilac and lily of the valley, and then musk. So it's like floral fragrances. This is definitely one of those, and it's very specific floral. Also a little bit heavy for summer, but probably good for spring, for fall maybe. A musky, very florally scent that I hear. This is the EDP, and I hear the EDT might be a little heavier in the lily of the valley than the lilac. Yeah, but yeah, for a floral, for springtime, ideal, also nice. Then I picked up the Aqua Allegoria Teazzurra. And this one I really like. It's a very calming scent because of the chamomile note. Very unusual. Tea and chamomile is sort of the main gist of it. And it's good. It's good for high heat. I'm actually going to spray this one right now. Well, no, I changed my mind. I'm not going to. Because I wore it like recently, so I'm going to do something different. But it is really nice. Very calming, light summer fragrance. The Aqua Allegoria line is generally good for summer, so this is the time of year when we want to bust these out. And because I really love lime, I picked up another Aqua Allegoria, and that was the Limon Verde. And I will say this is the most, I think this is the most masculine of the Guerlain fragrances that I have. To me, it smells pretty good, but there's this like fishy note in it that kind of bothers me. And so I'll layer this sometimes with other lime fragrances because I bought it because of the lime, because I love lime, but there's something weird in it. So it's not, this is probably my least favorite of all my Guerlains. But it's not bad if you expecting masculine, you like lime, like masculine lime fragrances, and you're okay with whatever causes that to me smells like fishiness, and you probably like it. Yeah, so that's Limon Verde from the Aqua Allegoria line. And then I picked up, I had a kind of a run of Guerlain perfumes because I was on Fragrance X and I found Mitsouko for a really good price, and then I started reading about it and I was like, wow, this is cool. This is like a really old school fragrance. It's been around forever and has a lot of like mystique, interesting story, novels, kind of the inspiration for this, and it's just well loved for almost a century, or over a century actually. So I had to check it out, and that kind of got me interested in trying the old school Guerlains, and there's a lot of info on YouTube about them. So I watched some videos, like I think I watched Amy Loves Perfumes Guerlain Collection, and she has the craziest collection. She's got a huge collection and a ton of Guerlains. So while I bought the EDT, I was like reading that the EDP was even better, so I picked that up too because it wasn't very expensive. So I have both the EDP and the EDT of Mitsouko, and they're good. I'm excited to wear these in the cooler weather. The Chypre fragrances, the bergamot in the top and oak moss. Classic fragrances, very nice. So yeah, these two were sort of the start of my little Guerlain binge that I did a month or two ago. So Mitsouko, EDP, EDT, and then I was reading about this fragrance. I just kind of came across it online somewhere looking. This is Après, and this is from 1906, and also gets very high reviews, and it's a really subtle purple fragrance, purple flower fragrance. It's really light and it smells like a fresh like field of violets after the rain. It's just really really soft and subtle and lovely. It's not super feminine, but it does lean feminine. Although I think you could get away with it being unisex too. So Après, really nice, light, beautiful purple flower fragrance. And then I picked up Insolence. A lot of it was because of Mila LeBlanc's recommendation. She really likes this, and other people I think have given it really high marks, so I wanted to check it out. It's a little bit more like candy-like. It's very similar in my mind to Après, which is also purple flowers, but this is purple flowers and raspberry. So it's even more floral, or not more floral, more purple. I guess it is floral. It's the purple flowers, violet, iris, hyacinth, and the raspberry, and it makes it a little bit sharp and a little bit sweeter. So it's definitely a little heavier. This one's better maybe for the summer, and this one better for like the transition to fall or spring when it's cooler. But it is really, still really nice, kind of unique, yummy, unique and yummy fragrance. I think of all of them, this one is probably my favorite, although with this being the summer and it's so hot, I haven't really been able to wear it much, so I'm looking forward to wearing that more. And then the final one that I got was because of that Amy Loves Perfume video on her Guerlain collection, and I think she might have said this was her favorite one. She reviewed it last, so I guess that stuck in my head. It might be her favorite, I'm not sure. But this is the Vol de Nuit, and this is the most recent review that I put out. And this one is also really fascinating, just like Mitsouko. It's from 1933. These perfumes are like, they're like archetypal perfumes, like you probably smelled them in your lifetime. They're probably like lodged in your scent memory somewhere just because of how long they've been around and how popular they've been. And this is like that. This is like, and it grew on me. It took me a minute to get through. Like the opening was a little bit harsh for me at first, but it did take me back. It was reminiscent of like my childhood, being in a green room at a theater performance. And then it's sort of a unisex fragrance. It's dried down into a powdery, woody fragrance, and it's inspired by flying at night, like the early days of flight. The meaning of vol de nuit, I believe, is flight of night. So yeah, this is really interesting too, and a great addition to my collection. I do have a small wish list. I have a couple Aqua Allegorias that I'd like to pick up. I think the Herba Fresca, the mint one, I really like mint fragrances, and I think there's a coconut and maybe a ginger that I also was intrigued by, so I kind of want to check those out and see if I would want to purchase those. And then I also really like the, what's it called? This one, La Petite Robe Noire. I just recently tried this. Lots of people talk about it, and I really liked it. I really thought it was like sexy, sweet, cherry. I don't like cherry fragrances usually, but I do like this one, and I actually want to get like 3 different versions of it. So I have the regular EDP on my wish list, the EDT, and then the like Intense version, which I think is more blueberry than cherry, and all of those sound great because I really like this. So yeah, my Guerlain collection will grow eventually, and for now it's pretty good. It's pretty solid, and I think I'm going to start maybe next on another designer and run through those. But for now, that's it. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't, and give it a like if you liked it, and I'll see you very soon. Thanks. Take care. Bye bye.